How to buy on Temu from Australia. The first thing we need to know is that the best deals and products are on the app. So it's most advisable to install the app. I'll leave the link in the description. Because on the website, the discounts aren't the best. The truth is, they give you many more discounts and even free products from the app. Then, once you know this, I'm actually going to show you the process from the website. But as I tell you, the recommendation is to buy from the app and then start shopping directly. From Australia, you need to go to the top right where the flag appears and click on Change Country or Region. And here you will choose Australia so that the page dedicated to Australia loads. Remember that you can shop from other parts of the world, but in this case, on Temu, you can only shop if it's on the Australian page itself. Once you know this, we move on to the next part of the tutorial where I show you how to make the purchase step by step and what you need to keep in mind to finally make this purchase. The first thing we need to know to shop on Temu is the types of prices that exist. For example, the first one we have is the price in orange color. What this means is that here, as you can see, it will have a price limit. That is, this price that appears here will be available for 20 days, 13 hours, and 15 minutes. In this case, this product has quite a bit of time on offer, so there's no problem. But when, for example, this offer expires in 5 minutes, it means that this price will change. And when it changes, it turns black, as we see here. And when it turns black, it means that it completely loses the offer it previously had. That's why we see that some products have the price in orange and others have the price in black. Now, once you choose the product, let's take a look at this one. And it's that, depending on the product you choose, it has different variations. For example, in this case, we have the color black and matte black. What this means is that, as you notice, something changed. The black color has one price and then the matte black color has another price, which is generally higher. So this applies to different products, whether they are tech products or directly clothing. Because what will happen is that if, for example, there is a product, a t-shirt, or whatever, that comes in different colors, sometimes there are colors that are more expensive than others. And in the case of tech products, sometimes a variation might include some additional accessories. This matters because when you're browsing here on the homepage, you'll see that there are products that appear at a certain price. For example, this one, and when you enter, if you see that it has different colors, the price might be different. So it might show you 10.92 for this case. But then, upon entering, if we change the color, notice that the price might change. The next thing we need to keep in mind when shopping on Temu is that if I, for example, choose this option, I first need to correctly read the product title. Read in detail to ensure it is what I need, and then I will proceed here to the bottom part where the reviews are, and here read the reviews from people who have already purchased this product. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is to come here where it says see all reviews. And here you will go directly to where it says photos and videos. And you will be able to see people who have already bought this product. For example, if it's a piece of clothing in different sizes. And some show how this product fits. Let's say they are trying it on. And in this way, you can realize, how does it look in real life? I mentioned this because when you see the main product photos, maybe they put the ones that look the best. And that show more detail and in a better way. But the photos we will have in the reviews look more realistic. And in this way, you will really know how that product looks in real life and if it might interest you. Now, the next thing is that this is also important because here we will find out how the people who bought this specific product fared. And here we see that many have 5 stars. And if we look here, we have 10,840 reviews with a rating of 4.7 stars. This means that 10,840 people have already bought it. Or even more, it's just that not everyone leaves a review. And the important thing here is that there are at least 100 reviews and that it has at least 4 stars. I tell you that because if we are going to look for other products, look, indeed, it has 5 stars, which means it's a very good product. But the downside is that only 2 people have reviewed this product. So we can't be too sure if it is a good product or not because, obviously, with very few reviews, it's very easy to have a good rating. Whereas here, since there are so many reviews, we realize that it is definitely a very good product because, despite being owned by many people, it has a very good rating of 4. Point 7. Once we are sure about the product with the photos and reviews, we can scroll down to the product description, which is located here. Here would be the name of the store selling us this product. Another thing is that more information will appear here that wouldn't appear above, such as videos, the product name, and if, for example, it's a tech product, we can copy the reference and search for video reviews on TikTok, YouTube, or any social network. Look, here we find more information about this product. Then, once we understand what we are buying, we choose the specific product, the specific color, for example, this red one. Then, if it's clothing, you choose the size, for example, this one here, and then you click Add to Cart. Sometimes we will have a price limit, meaning it will tell you that you can't buy a very cheap product, but instead, you have to buy several products to meet a minimum purchase requirement. And this will depend on each country. So you have to go in and see what the minimum is for your specific country. You simply do this by clicking here. 2. See everything you have in the cart, and there it will show you what the minimum is. For example, on this occasion, I'm going to remove what we just added and go to the cart, and here it shows me that I must spend at least 10. But depending on the country you're in, it will show you a different amount of money. But before going there and completing the purchase, let's add this back to the cart. Let's scroll down here, because to get this free shipping that appears here in most countries, we have to meet that shipping minimum, which in this case is 10, but in other places, it will be different. Then we have the following, which is that there are regulations regarding the return of orders and all that. For that, you will click here where it says why choose this and read all of this in detail so you know what happens if your product doesn't arrive, what happens if your product arrives damaged, because if it arrives damaged, you have to file a claim, and you might get your money back, or you might not. But for that, you need to keep all this in mind. For example, all the warranty regulations, then we have time to return it, but up to 90 days, meaning if we take more than 90 days to return the product, they will assume that we are already satisfied with it, and we will no longer be able to generate any return. Then they explain everything about reviews, and all this regarding privacy security, all about free shipping and free returns. Now let's go back here once we have the product. We will now go to the cart, and look, it already lets me purchase here. I will leave a coupon on the screen for you to apply a 40% discount. Anyway, in the description, I leave a link so you can buy or go to the free gifts section completely free within Temu and send it for free to your home. Now, once you are here, on the left side, you need to add your address. And once you add it, just leave it loaded there, and that's it. Add a phone number because sometimes the delivery people might not find your address and need to call you. And well, once you have it here, the products appear, the payment methods appear, which may vary depending on your country. And once you have it here, on the right, as I mentioned, you insert the coupon and simply click Apply. And here you will see the coupon applied with a discount. And then here, you simply click Send Order. But before going there, you can see everything that appears here. Depending on where you are located, you might be offered a refund for late delivery. That means if it doesn't arrive on a specific date, then that means they will give you a credit back. This credit can only be used within Temu to make other purchases within Temu.